XWRECKS here. Today I'm just going to show you how to do, remove and install a mirror. There's not much left of this one, but a good little example. So first of all, what you want to do, remove the door trim. So you'll have the one screw here on the handle, and that will pull out. You will have, if it's an XWRECKS, you will have 3 screws, 1, 2, and you have a third one here on the armrest. Take them out, slowly pry the door trim off around the corners. This is what I do if needed. If it's a bit stuck, the door trim, you can actually get a flat head. The top section is all metal, so you can actually pry it and then pop it open like that from both ends, and that will help it to come up. Undo the actual knob. Now the next part will be this. This isn't a complete door because I've already stripped it. This chrome trim here is what I remove next. So you'll see a small screw in the corner. Alright, you want to undo that Phillips head screw or take that however possible. Once you have taken that out, how I remove this now is either 2 different ways. Either you can just start pulling on it. If that doesn't work, you can use a flat head, go underneath it, pry it up a little bit, slowly, pry it up, and then you should be able to literally pull it out and slide it. This does take a bit of effort, and just be very, very careful. Like so. Once you've done that, you'll find there is a seal that runs along here. You need to take that seal out also. Where the clips are, flathead underneath, pop it up just a little bit, and just slowly keep prying along. Be very careful. If it's a good condition one, you don't want to bend it, because when it goes back on, it'll be all shonky and wavy. Next, you'll remove that. Then you'll have that off. There's a little grommet on the end here. Don't lose that one either. That sits on the end of that trim. Now, the next part, what you want to do. The top here, you'll have 2 Phillips head screws for the top seal. All right? Under those 2 screws, that pops out like so. This part, for the next one, don't try and take that out first. Even when installing it, you just want to do this backwards. There's a little spider. You've got the Bailey channel. You'll have 2 pot rivets if it's factory, or you have 2 screws in there. So you want to pop this Bailey channel out. What you can do is you can actually get a really small flat blade. Be very, very careful and kind of wedge it in between, and then pry it so it comes out. That is what happens most of the time. It will break the Bailey channel in that corner. Whatever works for you, works for you. As you can see, there's 2 little holes in there. So that's where the pot rivets were. So I've drilled both of them out already. Once you have drilled them out, and you've undone the 2 top screws up here, the mirror will come out. All it's going to be is a matter of sliding. See? It's just going to slide out. Once you've slid it out a little bit, you should be able to take off the cover. Nice and easy. It's a little bit difficult one hand. Pop off the cover. This little metal part, you want to separate this from the mirror. See how the mirror is just kind of going one way? Separate that metal. Once that's out, you'll be able to pull the mirror straight out. So you can pull that back a bit. Sorry. Like so. Mirror would come out. So if you have a new mirror, you want to go the other way around. So pop this in first. So undo all those trimmings and everything. Pull this back. Fit the mirror where it's meant to be. Now, what I usually do is I'll put this metal rod on first. I won't screw it in just yet. I'll just put in first, pull this back a little bit. This inner trim will go on, and then you can actually slide the whole mirror back to where it's meant to be. Give me 1 second. Like so. And the mirror will go back, and then you can put the 2 screws in there, you can do the top seal, and your mirror will be all done and complete. Cheers, guys. Also, XF mirrors are very similar. Same sort of concept, so they'll have the screws in here. You'll take the door trim off slightly different, but it's the same sort of deal. Cheers, fellas.